Hello, 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 and welcome back to yet another Coinsider live stream. I'm your host, Kevin, and today we're going to talk about Web3 gaming, and we're going to dig really, really deep into the state of the sector and the evolution of the sector. We're going to take a look at some recent news and development, and of course, dig into some of the top projects. And we're going to look at gameplay because that's a very important piece of it. We're not just going to look at their website and their tokens, though we're going to look at those, of course, but we're also going to look at gameplay because we need these games to be fun in order for them to be successful, right? First and foremost, quick mic check if you don't mind. Does my mic sound good? Do I look clear? And for those watching this after the fact, I will leave timestamps for you so you can jump around if you like. Though of course would love for you to watch the whole thing because we're going to really deep dive and explore together. Because guys, this is one thing I really want to note. Someone wrote in my streams, not yesterday, but 2 days ago. They're like, this is the first time you're looking at these. Well, guys, yes, I do want to share with you some knowledge and teach you, but I don't know everything about every niche and whatnot. These are live streams. The point of this is to be a little bit more raw and authentic and explore with you as well. Like, we will explore a little bit more in depth than other streamers and other content creators do in their streams. But still, like, some of them I am seeing for roughly the first time. So just keep that in mind, okay? So let's start at the top. What is Web3 gaming? Well, to put it simply, it is integrating blockchain and crypto technology into games, right? All sorts of games. By the way, this is also called blockchain gaming, GameFi. There's a lot of different terms for it, but we'll just call it Web3 gaming in today's stream. Now, I do want to share something with you. Share screen. So hopefully this isn't too blurry. There you go. What are the features? Like, why Web3 gaming, right? Why even combine gaming and Web3? Well, these are what's been promised for a long time. One big one is player ownership. Like, you can actually own your in-game assets, be it skins, be it weapons, be it characters, etc., etc. You know, ownership, like true ownership that you can also go and trade and take it elsewhere with you. Another thing is interoperability. Like, can you take items from one game to the other, right? Would that be doable? Well, with Web3 gaming, it is possible. Transparency and security, of course, so that like more transparency as to what's going on, like who owns what and what the rules are, and things like that. And yeah, so that's that. But I want to talk about the evolution of the sector because remember, this Web3 gaming has changed a lot over the years. Let me just type in a quick banner. Okay, there we go. We've seen play to earn with Axie Infinity. We've seen walk to earn with Steppen. Do you guys remember that? Steppen. Tap to earn with Hamster Combat. Play and earn, which is basically focused on, like, the point of play and earn is like the fun and the gameplay is the most important part of it. And you just earn on the side, but you're supposed to have fun. It's not supposed to be like, oh, I'm going to tap to earn, you know, like, because you're not having fun tapping. That's not the primary focus. The earn part is. And then play to own, it's like it's really focused on owning your assets as like an NFT or whatnot. So these are kind of the different phases, and a lot of these have kind of died off over the years. Like Axie, Play to Earn, kind of dead. Steppen is dead. All these tap to earn ones that was really hot like half a year or a year ago, those are also kind of dead. So the new metas that you need to be mindful of in this sector are like play and earn and play to earn. Now, are they really that much different? It's arguable. Arguably, no. But essentially, it's more focus on different parts of the experience, more focus on the gameplay, which is super important because a lot of these Web3 games have been boring as hell. Let's be real, guys. Chat, let me know. You also agree, don't you, that all these Web3 games mostly have been boring and just bad games? That's like, if it wasn't for the crypto earning component, you would never play them. Let's be real. So I'm really interested to see how these play and earn and play to own ones work. But let's look at the current state of the sector, because that is, I have some alpha for y'all guys. I have some alpha. I have a lot of alpha for you actually on this area. Okie dokie. Okay, so screen share. Okay, so this Game 7, G7 DAO, they put an annual state of Web3 gaming report. They looked at a bunch of different blockchain games, funding, ecosystems, etc. Now, their report is actually broken, but we can watch this video together. So Telegram is one of the big ecosystems. And actually, we're going to cover the biggest ecosystems for blockchain gaming at the end of the stream. But we're going to look at some individual games and their gameplays too. So stay tuned for that. Don't leave. 21% of new Web3 games. And this is based on like where you play them, right? Browser, console, mobile, Telegram, mini apps, etc., PC. The ecosystems that grew the most over the past year were Immutable and Arbitrum. Immutable announced 181 titles, and they're taking a lot of the games from Polygon too. So definitely more bullish on Immutable than Polygon here. And Arbitrum grew quite a bit too. They were the top 2 preferred ones for migrated games. And a lot of Asia, right? A lot of Asia working on these Web3 games. And Epic Game Store added Web3 titles while Steam had still some restrictions. So a lot of these we're going to cover today are actually you play on the Epic Game Store. Sandbox is the future, the boss. I honestly disagree. We can take a look at Sandbox if you'd like, but I played it before and it was super boring, like real talk. Unless they changed some stuff since then. But so like I told you, this report is like broken, so we can't really view it. But I found this instead, which kind of summarizes some of the state of Web3 gaming. Interest in new gaming chains. So it's Web3 gaming is still all about infrastructure and like ecosystems rather than games itself. Many are facing game development and blockchain integration pains. So there's still growing pains for here. 90% of launches came from indie teams. Very few AA or AAA titles. A lot of them were role-playing games, casual, action, and strategy. We're going to see a bunch of those in a bit. And funding was decently up, 17% year over year. Now, like I told you, Immutable is one of the biggest ones in the Web3 gaming space. And they shared some key highlights from the Masari Q4 of last year report. They had 460 games signed, up. NFT sales volumes are up. And Immutable Passport. So yeah, Immutable is seeing growth. But you know what's not seeing growth? Tap to earn. How many of y'all chat Oh, we are going to talk about guns, Uday Kumar. We will talk about that. You're jumping the gun here. But, folks, how many of y'all played Hamster Combat and Notcoin, the tap to earn games? Well, their founder says the tap to earn meta is probably dead. And who would have thought, right? Those were boring. All you did was log in and tap and then try to earn their coins, which ended up being not really anything, to be honest. I actually tried some of them out too. They're shifting to more fun and engaging projects. Finally, see, play and earn, fun and engaging. This is what's important for games. Otherwise, it's just a glorified freaking DeFi with a game wrapped over it, right? Now, what are some news and developments in this sector? Well, did y'all see this? This was 2 days ago. Coinbase will become the exclusive crypto partner for Riot Games, who has League of Legends and Valorant, right? Two of the biggest and best games out there. And Coinbase will bring blockchain rewards to enhance fan experiences. So this is really bullish development that happened just 2 days ago, folks. 2 days ago. Play Zero is the best Web3 game. Ooh, we will have to take a look. Thank you for sharing, Chad. Please share your thoughts and other alpha and just comments. They're always appreciated. But another thing besides that is that this sector is evolving. Like I said, it started with play to earn. It started with Axie Infinity. But then those were really unsustainable. When their token prices dropped in the bear, people stopped playing. All those people kind of grinding Axie in like the Philippines, a lot of them stopped too because it no longer made sense. So now there's play and earn. Remember the evolution? Play and earn here at the bottom, which is more focused on the play part. The play comes first and you just earn on the side, right? That's the whole point. And another thing is, remember I told you in the Game 7 DAO, the G7 report, one thing was that there's still a lot of friction for developers. So a big focus this year in 2025 is that they will make the wallets invisible and have like smart wallets and just simplify the onboarding process. So you don't have to create a wallet before you can play. You can just play first, right? That's important. We just want to dive into the game and play. We don't want to set up all this Web3 BS, right? We want that to be behind the scenes. So that's a big focus for this year. Now, we will look at a bunch of the top games, chat. We're about to look at the ones related to Gunzilla and then Player Zero. But before that, I would like to invite y'all to join the Retail DAO. What is Retail DAO for those who don't know? Retail DAO is the top community. Whoops, sorry, I did that wrong. Retail DAO is the top community and home for retail investors in the world, or that's the goal. We are serious retail investors, and yes, I am a contributor, a longtime contributor, but this is a DAO, so it's decentralized. We are serious retail investors, though. We don't just ape into whatever Ansem or Murad tells you to, but we like analysis, we like research, we like diving in, we like discussion, we like debate. We like sharing alpha with each other and discussing different opportunities, different early opportunities. Now, this is a token-gated community. So you need 20,000 retail tokens to join. Now, how much does it cost? Not that much. It's $6 right now. Let's take a look at this, by the way. Oh, wow. Look at people. Look at the chart. But I don't even want to focus on the chart. It's like really early. It's like not even that much market cap wise. But we don't want this to be like a meme coin that pumps and dumps. We want only the people who care about this mission and see value in the DAO to join, right? If you see value in this DAO, then please join us. If you want to join a home of active, engaged, even in the bear markets, We want to stay active. We want to find opportunities. We want to discuss when the bear market may end and how to position ourselves properly. That's what we're discussing in this DAO every day. And I know a lot of y'all are watching, maybe in the DAO as well. But this only costs like a little bit over $6 US. You only need 20,000 retail. Sure, you could buy more, but I'm not telling you to speculate. I'm telling you to focus on the utility and the value here. So link below to join. Like I said, you need to buy some of these tokens. It's on Base, Uniswap. Buy 20,000 as you'd like, and then you can join for $6 and you're in. You just got to do the token getting process through Collabland. And remember, this is on Base. This is on Base, folks, so gas is really cheap. But anyhow, enough of that. Hope some of y'all join. We are going to talk about some of the top games, starting with Off the Grid, which is related to Gunzilla, like this guy was talking about. Oh wait, did I? Crap, I opened the wrong ones. Off the Grid. Sorry. I need to pull up the right ones. Okay, here we go. Off the Grid was a big one. I believe it came out last year, but okay. Okay, first of all, what's the difference between Retail DAO and any other? Well, first and foremost, there's no guru. There's no guru that's there to show you or like say that they know all the answers. We are all equal members of the DAO. It's a true DAO. And the second thing is we're really focused on bringing in the right people, the serious retail investors. So it's not a bunch of people who just like look for people to spoon feed them alpha. If that's you, then don't join. But those are the two main things. Then join other ones for free, bro. Like if you don't see the value here, then no need. And it's also really cheap. You can join other ones for free, but for those who are in the DAO already, know how valuable it is. They are staying, they're not selling, they're not dumping their retail tokens. They are staying and participating. Anyhow, okay. So, Off the Grid is a really big one, really beautiful one that we'll watch in a bit. It's a first-person shooter, and it's by Gunzilla. Which has their own token. Now, one thing to note here is that they are, let me show you here, they are on the Avalanche ecosystem. Off the Grid is an Avalanche subnet. So AVAX is really focused on gaming. They're focused on making their chain really great for gaming. And Gunzilla is a AAA gaming studio. They have Guns token, and it's built on an Avalanche subnet. Now, people were really hyped about this one. It's actually still okay. So circulating market cap 40 mil, FDV 500 mil, and they don't have that much circulating, which I prefer not. I don't like that about it, but it's still a small market cap, relatively speaking, and it's down a bit from launch. But yeah, anyways, I'm not really focused on like telling you to buy these. I kind of just want to explore these games holistically, these Web3 games, and see what to make of them. I'm not triggered, bro. I'm just kind of passionate about Retail DAO. Off the Grid was horrible, as well as Wilderworld. I don't believe any of these games would make it. Very interesting. We will take a look at the other one, but I want to show y'all here instead. This is the gameplay of Off the Grid. It's first-person shooter, and yeah, it's kind of like PUBG. I mean, there's a lot of games in this category, right? I know Josh R, who's another host of Coincider, has played this before, but it looks cool. It looks decent. It reminds me a lot of PUBG and like Fortnite too. It's all like similar of these new age FPS games, right? What do y'all think about Off the Grid? Anyone here played it? I think the boss said it was horrible, but this was just some gameplay I wanted to show you. Um, yeah, another one. So this is Off the Grid, one of the most hyped. Not hype isn't the right word. One of the most celebrated ones in recent memory of Web3 games. I only want to focus on more recent ones in this stream. But we'll also look at some of the ones that chat has talked about recently too. But the next one, let me just pull up the links. The next one is called Shrapnel. This one is coming soon, coming 2025. They have a Shrap token. It's Avalanche. This is Avalanche also. And the Shrapnel dev team have shipped many of the games like Call of Duty, CSGO, Halo. Look at these names. So they're good studio. Yeah. We will take a closer look. Apparently, you can play this already on the Epic Game Store. Remember I told you a lot of them launch on Epic Game Store. So let me just put in some random date. Yeah, you can already look. They have this early access blockchain. It's free to play, but may include in-app purchases. Early access game still under development and may change significantly over time. So you can play the. Anyone played Shrapnel before? It's also kind of similar, but here, let me show y'all this. This is gameplay. Yeah, this is more like Call of Duty, it looks like. This is very like Call of Duty like. Wow, okay. Man, they make it so similar. So here is their token, Shrap token. Very low market cap, 10 million FDV. It looks like they have almost half circulating. Very, very low. I don't know if this is going to be a good investment. Probably not. But if you're bullish on it, if you like the game, if you like their tokenomics, then Shrapnel may be one to look into. Especially because it's still early. They're still in early access mode. But you know the problem with a lot of these Web3 games, a lot of these shooters, Web3 games, is that these first-person shooters are hard to succeed in. Remember how Shroud had his own game, but it like really failed? What was Shroud's game? Shroud's game. Spectre Divide. You guys remember that? Shroud was shilling Spectre Divide, but it shut down. It's hard for these to succeed, even with crazy investments, even with crazy distribution and the top influences behind them. It's still hard for these games, these type of games. So that does. My point is, it's gonna be hard for like Off the Grid, Shrapnel, etc., to succeed. However, now we want to take a look at a different type of game. This is an older one, folks. This is Illuvium. Remember this one? Also Epic Game Store. And Illuvium is on Immutable X, the top ecosystem. This is like an exploration game, and there's also like a battle, kind of auto battler mode. It's kind of like a few different game modes in one. You can collect. Oh, there's PC Mac, Android. There's a lot of different games here. Illuvium Overworld. But like here, you see like the auto battler game. That's one. And there's also here. It's like an exploration, like shooter, open world game mode. So they have a few different game modes and whatnot. Here's another gameplay. I like looking at these gameplay videos because it really tells you like how like polished a game is. This looks quite polished to me. And they also have this auto battler mode and whatnot. Yeah. But here's the thing about Illuvium. Remember, Illuvium was an old game. It launched their token and took forever to launch, if I'm not mistaken. In 2021, now it's 2025. Will its token ever recover unless it's a raging altcoin market? Probably not. It's still relatively low right now. Market cap, FDV, about the same, 100 mil. That's why who crashes, Dave? They stick with code that's old and cheap to buy and implement. That's why they crash. That's really interesting. I could see a lot of these games just like reuse like other games called codes per se, because they do look similar to like Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever. They look similar, right? Maybe they use reuse code. So Illuvium is a pretty old one, but it's finally launched and whatnot, and you can play as well. Now, let's move on to another one. This time in the Solana ecosystem. Let's see. You guys remember this? Star Atlas? This took forever to launch. And you can play now, though. You can rent fleets. It's like a space exploration type game. Here's the gameplay video. Someone's playing it. It looks cool. And then you can also like fly planes. So this graphics looks like beautiful, actually. Wow, look at this. I'm glad to see Star Atlas finally launch, because if you remember, this was also really old and they had us waiting for years. And you can like, there's also, but it looks quite complicated though. So I can see why it took them forever. Has anyone here played Star Atlas before? It actually looks kind of cool. And like I said, they've had their token's worth almost nothing right now. Like 20 mil, 40 mil FDV. And look, it's the same thing. They launched their token like 4 years ago. Will it ever recover? Honestly, I'm doubtful. But it's good to see that their game is up and running and it looks quite gorgeous. But let's see. I want to move on to another game. We're going to take a look at all these speed run looking at games, right? Top Web3 games. That's the focus of today's stream, folks. Wild Forest, Ronin. We're looking at games in different ecosystems. This is Ronin. Ronin is also the ecosystem of Axie Infinity. But now they have these strategy games. It's like card collecting and whatnot. Let me just show you. Here's gameplay. Strategy game. These are like the mobile games I used to play. You can like build stuff and like it's like more 2D per se, and there's like attacking different bases. It's a strategy game. It's like mini Warcraft per se. Looks kind of basic though. Or maybe that's not even the right way. Maybe it's like League instead. They have a token too. Would you believe it or not? Believe it or not. Market cap is less than Retail DAO's market cap, which is crazy. Their market cap is nothing, and they're fully diluted. Yeah. They started higher and dropped quite a bit. I mean, we will take a look at the Miria root network. We'll take a look at those, but we're going to take a look at individual games first before getting into the ecosystems. I have one more individual game I want to look at first. Let's see. 1 second. Just pulling it up. Here. Nien Heroes? Wishlist now. Steam and Epic Games. Remember Epic Games? Steam has also opened up, been a little bit more less restrictive. This is also a shooter game. Look at this. Similar. It's like Halo. This reminds me of Halo. A lot of these shooter games. It looks cool. Like I said, they have a world of challenge to succeed when other ones failed. But it looks cool, no lie. Have any of y'all tried this yet? This Nien Heroes? Now, you know what's really weird though? What I don't like? They also have a token. Like, come on. Like 1 million market cap, 11 million FDV. This game needs to focus on launching first. That's what I don't like about a lot of these Web3 gaming projects. They launch their token first, and then their open game much later. Like, the order of operations is wrong. They need to focus on the game first, and then integrate it maybe as it launches, like fully public launch. You still have sand and alluvium from last cycle? Oh man, bro, Alex. That is crazy. Those gone down so much. But yeah, right now I want to look at some of these projects that y'all have talked about lately. Player Zero first. Let's start at the top. Player Zero game. It's like Avatar. 1 sec. Let me share screen. Is this Player Zero right here? How it works. It's Avatar collection game. That's not really a game. Player Zero Web3 game. Player Zero. It's metaverse. This is more metaverse than actual Web3 gaming. Got rugged by Rev token. Okay. Rev token. Let's see. Let's see how much you got rugged. Ooh, yeah, you got rugged, bro. Let's see their game. Did you like their game though? Was it fun? It's like driving game, racing games, I should say. Rev Racing games. View all. Rev Racing. Did you like playing their game though? This looks decent. If you like racing. Browser based. Interesting. Sandbox. The boss is he's still on the sandbox. Let's see the sandbox game. Still metaverse. Jurassic World. Yeah, I actually played this one before, folks, and it was not fun. Like, you just run around and like do little tasks and whatnot. It's metaverse. Wasn't fun. Wilder World was horrible. Let's take a look at Wilder World game. Okay, it looks like a shooter too. Powered by their wild token. A lot of these jump the gun with their tokens, in my opinion. Game. Super early access on the... Okay, this is just trailers. You can make this. You can pay someone to make these beautiful trailers for nothing. So that's not... Like, don't get fooled by these beautiful trailers. They're all BS. They're all marketing fluff. Check out Tari. They got unique gamified... They have unique gamified mining thingy. Let's see. Well, that's not really gaming stuff though, right? Without Unreal Engine 5, Web3 Gaming wouldn't exist. Exactly. Most, if not all, don't need token. Also agree. I think there will be a surprise winner. Wow. If you could get the Axie of this cycle, it would make you millions. But the question is, will there be an Axie of this cycle? Maybe not if Web3 Gaming struggles. Like we've seen a lot of these tokens today, they're struggling. Do they have a reason to exist? Do they have strong integration into their games? Are their games fun? Do they have thousands and thousands of players? If the answer is no, then people are only buying it for speculative reasons, which is not a good idea. Swords of Blood. Okay, let's take a look at that one. Ape Chain NFT game. Oh, okay. It's like Diablo, kind of. Interesting, interesting. Do you like this? Is it fun? Does it have a token? Does it need a token? Is it doing well? Let's see. Epic Game Store. Okay. Swords of Blood token. Swords of Blood funding round. Looks like it may not have a chart or anything. But you know what I want to dig into? The top ecosystems. Because even if the games suck, the ecosystems may do a lot better. Now, what are the top ecosystems here? Well, I said Immutable X. Right? This is arguably the best one. Immutable X. And they have Gods Unchained from the old days and a lot of the other ones. Okay, so let's see the games. They have a lot of games. Cool Cats. Pixelmon. Okay. Illuvium. Remember Illuvium? Gods Unchained. Yeah. So, Immutable is definitely one to keep an eye on. Another one is Ronin. Ronin has Axie Infinity, has Pixels, a lot of Axies, Wild Forge, a lot of these type of games, you know, a lot of these like kind of autoplay ones. Have you all heard of Pixels before? This is like kind of like Pokemon type stuff. MMORPG. Role-playing game. Gaming as a category is worse than NFTs? Whoa, that is saying a lot, bro. I don't know about that. NFTs is like not even a thing anymore. NFTs are dead. I declare NFTs are officially dead, by the way. You can quote me on that. Okay. Besides Ronin, Avalanche. Avalanche is an L1, but they are really focused on gaming. They are really focused on becoming the best ecosystem for gaming. Gunzilla is on it, as you see here. They want to bring millions and millions of players. They have creators, games on Avalanche, Off the Grid, Providence, DeFi King. Okay, this is not really Shrapnel like we talked about today. Maple Story. Yeah, they have different types of games here. I'm a fan of Avalanche when it comes to Web3 gaming. Now, another one is Telegram. But these type of games are different. These are like mini games, mini apps and mini games. But the big part is that they have almost 1 billion users and they can play it straight from within their Telegram app. It's fast and cheap. You can use it really easily. Yeah, but a lot of it's like fantasy football, like tap to play, tap to earn. It's Telegram. I see the potential, but a lot of it is kind of dying. Like all the tap to earn ones just aren't really fun. Now, last but not least, Solana is also a formidable one when it comes to gaming. Solana also has Star Atlas, Aurori, Genopets. It's not their main focus, but they do have a respectable gaming ecosystem built on Solana as well. So, folks, today we've talked about the evolution of Web3 gaming, the state of it, various news and developments. We've looked at the top games, Off the Grid, Shrapnel, Illuvium, Star Atlas, Wild Forest, Neon Heroes, and then a lot of the ones that chat talked about. And then we've looked into the top ecosystems, which is Immutable X, Ronin, Avalanche, Telegram, Solana. So, oh wait, there was one more that people wanted to see, Myria, right? Myria, sorry, I forgot about that, chat. I know someone wrote about Myria. Yeah, let me just share this real quick, just so I don't forget. Myria, also an ecosystem play. They have Nitro League, Meta Rush, Boss Fighters, player wallets. Yeah, that's okay. It seems okay. They just need better games and more games and fun games, games that thousands and thousands of people play. That's what I really want to see for these ecosystems and for these games itself, right? That's the focus. Like, these games look okay. They look okay, but I just need them to get thousands and thousands of players and have a reason to have a token and have a reason for people to want to play to own or play and earn, you know? So that's it for today. Web3 Gaming Deep Dive tomorrow, noon Eastern. Join me at the same time. I'm not sure what topic I want to cover yet. Maybe just look at the bull market stuff, right? Because we've been pumping lately, folks, and that's a big question. Like, are we already back in the bull market? That is maybe what I'll explore tomorrow. So if you like this stream, please like this stream, give it a like, and I hope you'll join me on the next one. I'm Kevin, and I'll catch you all next time.